Hello there, Stampin' friends. Welcome to Movie Monday with Jody Breckbill's Stampin' Queen. Let's get right to business, and I'm going to share this card that I totally copied from my friend Connie. I think she got it from somebody, so it kind of has been around. You may have seen it online, but this is a fun little interactive butterfly card using two of our framelits that are starting to retire. And so this little guy, you just pinch him, and when you open him up, he's inside the card. So he kind of holds it together. He does not slide through here. That was one thing that we were wondering when we created it, if he would slide up and down, but he does not. He just opens, and there he is on the inside of your card, making it very bright and pretty. So let me show you how we did that. I'm using the Special Celebrations stamp set. This one is staying into our next catalog. It's a 2-set stamp, and it's all got great sentiments for the inside and the outside of your card. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I did my butterfly. So we want to take this butterfly die, which is from, so I'm going to use these two butterfly dies, which are from the butterfly thinlit dies. Okay, it's the one that has that real big gorgeous butterfly, and then it's got these two. So I use those two dies, and I also use the solid one from Bold Butterfly Framelits. Okay, so we used a couple of different butterflies. They are all retiring, so you want to grab them up fast because once they're gone, they're gone. So out of Berry Burst cardstock, I went ahead and took some of our self-adhesive strips. These are the nice sticker sheets, so we're just going to peel this off and attach this to our cardstock, and it's going to make it a nice big sticker, which is so great and make your lives so much easier. That little piece I do want to peel off also, because that will make my butterfly's wing not quite stick. So let me get rid of that guy. Or not. Okay, so you get the gist. Take that little piece off that's stuck under there, but the Sizzix adhesive sheets. Then you take that die cut, and you're just going to run this through your Big Shot, and you will get a gorgeous butterfly that looks like this. And on the back side of him, he is a total sticker, which is so cool. Then we're going to take two of the white butterflies and one vellum butterfly. So these two we want to fold in half, and the bone folder is just perfect for that. So I want to get his wings lined up as best I can, and then just use the bone folder to kind of flatten him out a little bit, make a nice, his little tail doesn't want to quite fold, but that's okay. It's not really gonna create a problem. Okay, and then this guy stays, that little vellum butterfly stays together. So what we're gonna do is peel off, I peeled off half of my butterfly, and I want to attach my sticker to meet over top of those wings. And it's okay if you have a little bit of overlap, it's not really a big deal. Okay, so half my butterfly is now stuck, so you can see that it's just the half. Then I'm going to get rid of this other half. If you have any little pieces of sticker in there, go ahead and pull those guys out. I forgot to do it on my other piece, but that's all right. So then I take the other half and I'm going to finish attaching those wings together. This is really hard when you're looking through a camera for lining things up, but you guys can follow what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so now we've got this. Okay, then I took a couple little glue dots, and I'm just going to attach that vellum butterfly in the center with probably, oh, I can't pick him up, he's so sticky. 2 glue dots will work just fine. So that's going to go right in the center of that guy there. I don't want his wings attached. I kind of want him to be free floating, so he's just attached down there in the middle. And finally, just a couple little pearls. We're gonna put them down the center of that guy. And that kind of covers up those glue dots that we just added as well. I think I did, I didn't put my, maybe four 4 or 5 pearls, just so he has a little, that's his little body. Okie dokie, moving along, looking good, looking good. Okay, so that's my butterfly. He's gonna kind of sit to the side. Then I took a piece of, this is our thick white cardstock. I really, really like this cardstock for this card because it gives it a nice sturdy base. But I'm also going to use some of our retired DSP from Celebration because this is just beautiful, and I made this card after I saw Connie do it and Celebration was still current and now it's not. So if you got this paper, good for you, and if you didn't, so sorry about your luck. It's just gorgeous, but it is a thick designer series paper, and so putting these two together and trying to do the punching just did not quite work, so I'm going to do it in 2 separate steps. If you're doing it at home and you're using regular thickness of cardstock and regular DSP, you could do this in 1 solid step. So what I'm going to do is take our classic label punch and I'm going to slide it in as far as it'll go. So it's tight to the bottom of my punch, and my cardstock is right at the edge. That's kind of my guide to know where I'm punching. Give that a punch, and then I'm going to slide it over so that this side of the cardstock is even with my punch, and I'm going to give another punch, and it creates a bigger window. Then I'll take that designer, sorry, I keep bumping the camera. I'm going to take my designer series paper and I'm going to go ahead and put my ribbon on it. I like to just tack that ribbon around the back side because I really don't like to see it wasted. So wrap that around the back side. Always put a little snip of adhesive over top of it so it doesn't come off. And then I'm going to lay my paper over top of the front of my card. Then when I flip it over, I can see that window, and I'm just going to go back and I'm going to line it up by sight. So I'm just going to look through and give it 2 more punches. And now I have the window through both pieces of my cardstock. So like I said, it's not a big deal if you're using your designer series paper, and it's because I'm using 2 super thick pieces that is the problem. So I'm going to go ahead now. I took a little snippet of some Whisper White here, and I'm going to stamp my greeting for the front, and I'm using the For My Friend. Leave that open. And then I have the triple banner punch, and I'm just going to scoot that in there and just give a little snip on that. Attach that to my front of my card. You're going to see it's a scrap piece that I've already used for something else that I didn't like. So recycle, repurpose, loving it. All right, so there we go. What's going on? What the what? Okay, so then we're going to take that butterfly and I'm going to kind of fold him up here, and I want him to come through what I just punched. Okay, so he's going to lay, I'm going to figure out where I want him. Now, one thing you do want to be cautious about is not having him too low or he won't fit through. So I'm just going to put lots of adhesive. I'm going to open those 2 butterflies in the back. Okay, so lay them flat. And then what I did was just closed my card. And now when I pinch him, my card opens up and there he is on the inside. So then you can go ahead and you can stamp your sentiment on the inside, which is what I did on this one. I added another little bow, and when you open it up, my little sentiments there wishing you a nice day. So such a fun little card, such a cute different idea. So thanks so much for joining me, everybody. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week for Movie Monday.